It is now time for the Pork Party presidential primaries to determine who the Pork Party's nominee is going to be for President of the United States in the June election. The candidates are Vince McMahon, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, CM Punk, Dustin Rhodes, Rick Blastley, Kane, and QT Marshall. Pretty much the only goal here is to just not place last. Whoever gets the least amount of states won is eliminated. And we will have another round tomorrow between the candidates that weren't eliminated and whoever places last, then they're eliminated. And whoever is the last one remaining, they win. And they become the nominee for president. There's no electoral votes factored into this yet. It's just whoever wins the most states. Wait, I need to label these. I think that one was The Rock that won that state. I need to label these. I'm using the browser version for this app instead of the one on my iPad, and I accidentally gave him 2 states. I'll fix that. Who was it that won? I forgot. Who was the one that won that one? It was QT Marshall. QT Marshall. The blue one. That one was Rick Blastley, so I'll give him that state. I'm having some technical difficulties because I'm using the browser version rather than the app version, because my iPad, the old iPad that I was using, it doesn't work anymore, so I can't use the wheel and the map on separate devices, so I'm having to do them both on my browser, which is unfortunate. Rick Blastley has won a second state, which is also another unfortunate thing. The Rock has won a second state, so congratulations to him, I guess. I've never used the browser version of this app before, so hopefully there won't be too many. I accidentally gave him another state. Okay, whatever. Oh, he was gonna win it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right now, though, The Rock is doing really well. QT Marshall's got 1 state, Rick Blastley's got 2, and The Rock has 4 states right now. The Rock was the previous nominee back in May 2025, but he lost to AJ Styles. So could The Rock potentially be the nominee again? Because he won back in May, but he lost the election, but he won the primary. This one's gonna be the one for Vince McMahon. Since we already have a blue, so he's gonna be green. Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is the former president. He just won a second state as well. He's the former president. He was a pork ally, but he's now a pork hater. But he's come back to the Pork Party because he doesn't like his previous party that he founded anymore. So he's coming back to the Pork Party, and he's just won 3 states in a row, unfortunately. CM Punk has won his first state. He's one of the biggest sellouts in WWE history. We need to put an F CM Punk in the comments, please, because he sucks. He's one of the worst wrestlers in history because he's literally running for president as a porkist. Like, how dare you, bro? Homely sellout. Blastley, he was blue, right? Yeah, he was blue. Rick Blastley is gonna win Washington, D.C. So congratulations to him for winning Washington, D.C. I also just realized, how am I gonna count? Am I gonna have to count the states individually? Because I don't think the browser version lets me see how many states each person won. So I'll have to figure that out. I guess I can just count them. So I guess I would have to do that, which I guess isn't a huge problem, but okay, Dustin Rhodes has won his first state. Kane, has he won a state yet? I don't think he has. He hasn't won a state yet. What color should Kane be? He's the guy with the yellow hair, right? So he can be pink. Yeah, he can be pink. Kane ran for president in May 2025, and I believe that he lost in the final round of the primary, so he was eliminated after putting up a very strong fight. but it didn't last forever. CM Punk is doing really well though, right now. Vince McMahon is also doing far better than he deserves, especially considering he's like one of the biggest sellouts of all time. Like, no one likes Vince McMahon anymore, but people just keep voting for him. Okay, Kane has won another state. Congrats to him. Kane is pink, so he won Florida. Damn. If this was electoral vote counts right now, Kane would actually be doing really well. Vince McMahon has won another state. Why is he doing so well? Surely no one likes Vince McMahon this much that they keep voting for him. Alabama, what are you doing, bro? Hey, Kane has won another state as well. Kane is, he started off kind of weak, but he's coming back strong. Who's in last? QT Marshall's in last now. He's only won New Hampshire right now, which is not great. He definitely needs to lock in. He needs to lock in and win a bunch more states. That one's going to Kane. Damn, Kane is actually kind of making a comeback right now. He was at 0 states for a little bit, but he's coming in strong. Okay, QT Marshall. Not gonna. I don't even know anything about QT Marshall. He just decided he wanted to run for president. So he is, but no one even knows anything about him. Like, who is QT Marshall? Who does he wrestle for? What does he stand for? Like, which color was Kane? Yeah, he was pink. Like, who is QT Marshall? I don't know. Okay, Rick Blastley actually is also kind of flopping here. I can't lie. He's at 4 states right now. I guess technically 3 states. One is Washington D.C. But yeah. Okay, QT Marshall has won another state. Maybe he's making a comeback. Maybe this area of the country likes QT Marshall a lot more. But they love Kane out here. They absolutely love Kane. They're huge fans of Kane out over here. And Kane has also won Wisconsin. Damn. Kane is kind of sweeping right now. He's doing very, very well. He's kind of carrying. Okay, is it me, The Rock, or CM Punk? I think it's gonna go to CM Punk. Yeah, very close. Who was CM Punk again? Yeah, he's brown. He's brown because his color is poop, and that's the quality of policies that the Borg Party has. Okay, The Rock has won red, so he's getting Missouri. That's nice. Dustin Rhodes, I forgot he was even running for president. That's how little he matters in this race. Like, how many states does he even have? Like 2. This is his color, I think. Yeah. He only has Virginia and Iowa right now. Wait, no, that one was just won by The Rock. Yeah. So The Rock won Minnesota, right? Okay. Rick Blastley has won North Dakota. That's nice for him. He's not doing horribly. He's not doing incredible, but he's doing good enough that he's not in last, and that's kind of what you want here. Dustin Rhodes, he kind of needs to lock in though. He's won South Dakota though, so maybe he can make a comeback, but he's still not doing too great. Rick Blastley, he's won Nebraska. Who in their right mind would vote for Rick Blastley, bro? He's like one of the craziest people of all time, bro. Who would ever vote for him? Like, I'm certainly not gonna vote for Rick Blastley. If he's the party's nominee for president, America is doomed. Who in their right mind would vote for Rick Blastley? Like, come on. Okay, The Rock has won in another state, winning Oklahoma. The Rock is doing pretty well. The Rock and Kane are both doing very well. Speaking of Kane, he just won Texas. Damn. Kane, he started off pretty rough, but he's definitely for sure a front runner. He's definitely for sure an early front runner. Vince McMahon, I forgot he was even here. He hasn't won any states in ages, but he's not doing horribly. Vince McMahon could be doing worse. Kane, though, Kane is sweeping right now. My God. Kane is just winning state after state after state. He's untouchable right now. Damn. Okay, that one was won by Vince McMahon, I think. Or did I misremember? I think that one was won by Vince McMahon. I need to check. Yeah, Vince McMahon. This one's won by CM Punk, who I think is doing pretty bad. Yeah, CM Punk is not doing incredibly well in this race. All he just has to do is not get last, though. QT Marshall, he's starting to pick up some steam, you know. Like, he's kind of, he's been kind of all over the place, but, like, the states he's won are completely random, but he's he's doing the kind of bad, but maybe he'll do good enough to qualify for the next round. But Kane, damn, Kane is just sweeping the country right now. People in America, like, they love Kane. People that are porkists, they're just voting for Kane in large numbers. Kane has been talking about wanting to reform the pork party, though, and make it a better party that goes beyond the Porkensteins. That's what he wants to do with the party. Whereas most of the other candidates are pork sympathizers. So maybe if Kane wins, maybe he could, introduce some reforms to the party and to the country, because he'll be the leader of the party pretty much. But we're nearing the end. We've got 4 states left. Dustin Rhodes, he kind of just needs to win any states that he can get, because he's every one of the weaker candidates. I actually think he's probably in last right now. Actually, I think last is tied between QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes. Yeah, it's tied between them. Okay, QT Marshall, he won a state. That's incredible news for him. He needs anything he can... Wait, whoops. He needs anything he can get. Anything that he can possibly get. I think now it's probably Dustin Rhodes that's in last place. Rick Blastley has won another state. So Hawaii is going to Rick Blastley. And the final state has been won by CM Punk. So I'm probably not going to count them individually, but I'm pretty sure that Dustin Rhodes is last. See, he has 4 states: Virginia, Iowa, South Dakota, Washington. The Rock for sure has more than 4 states. I don't know how many exactly he has, but he for sure has more than 4. QT Marshall, he has won 6. He's won 6 states, so he's doing better than Dustin. Mick Blastley, he won 7 states. He won 6 states. He won 6 states in Washington, D.C., so he's qualified. Vince McMahon, he's qualified, yeah. CM Punk, he has 5 states. And then Kane won easily. So that means that Dustin Rhodes is eliminated, and the next round will be held tomorrow, on April 29th at the same time. And it will be between The Rock, QT Marshall, Rick Blastley, Vince McMahon, CM Punk, and Kane, as Dustin Rhodes has been eliminated. Yeah, that's today's Pork Party presidential primary.